Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Shawnee and this is my gaming corner. Today we are playing something different, Tiny Bookshop. I'm surprised I haven't played it yet because I absolutely love books. This will be a nice and cozy, relaxing little video for you to put on the background. And yeah, so grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get into it, selling some books. Today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. Tiny Bookshop. And who's this? My, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Like what? Oh, I know you're planning to sell used books for a good price, and that you're not from the area. And I certainly think that you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm Tilda. Lovely to meet you. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement, so you can trust my advice. Let's see, you should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels, and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? You go ahead and look, Tilda. When you found one book right on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. Fair enough. Even though you may have the books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sale chance. You can check your sale chance at any time by hovering over the genres on the right. Okay. Fantasy sale, 25%. The sale chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like, because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop. It will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell that last book of a genre is mark of a great bookseller. Okay. Travel. Fantasy? No. Just travel. Fact. Travel. Mark Weston, a nice light read. Oh, hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilda. Does she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my book job here. Oh, I'm talking about the Bury review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions? I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right, so for the record, what made you come to Buxtonbury? I needed an escape. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? Very windy. Friendly, I think. Windy. I guess that's true, although I enjoy the weather here. In my hometown we only had rain season and less rain season. Yeah, that's quite like a lot of the UK. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now if you don't mind. See you around. I think Fern likes us. A lot of runners in the town. Running into my little bookstore. And running out. Done for the day. Lovely. So, tiny bookshop rolls into Buxtonbury. Buxtonbury newcomer turns new page. Have you ever dreamt of escaping your old life and starting a humble business abroad? That's precisely what this tiny book operator has done, choosing our very own Buxtonbury as their latest destination. When asked about their first impression, the fresh-faced bookseller finds Buxtonbury to be very refreshing. Find out more about this new and exciting shop by visiting the waterfront tomorrow. So the Buxtonbury Review reports on the goings-on around town. You can check today's and tomorrow's weather and keep an eye out for the upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like they're running a little low. In the classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stock. Let's give it a try. Just click to buy. Well, for one, we'll get that because it's free. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of any bookselling adventure. Oh wow, got quite a few. Everything must go, used book lot. Yeah. Wow. And we've still got some money, so yeah, we'll do that as well. The classified section will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely cactus. A bit prickly, but has a heart of gold. Cool. Let's give this lonely cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here you can open the newspaper and customise your bookshop amongst other things. Click here to customise your bookshop. Ooh, do we get to paint it? Or add things to it? Okay. Drag an item in place. Hover over an item to see what it does. Oh, cool. Okay. Just click here. By different categories. Paints. Amazing. Let's do... Ooh, lovely. And we've got new stuff. Book sign. Folding table. Guest book. Oh, that's pretty cute. Don't normally see a guest book in a bookstore. Lovely. No, let's do black. There we go. I quite like that. Okay. We got a boost. Some items can increase your sell chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at the expense of another genre. Okay. Cool. I like that. It's cute. Visit on the map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. You'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. These are the books in your storage. Select a genre by clicking it and start stocking your shelves. Click to place the selected genre into your shelf. Click and drag to place multiple books. Cool. Nice, this book is now in your shop. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like within that genre. Check the sale chance by hovering over the books on the right. Okay, so you can remove books from your shelf with a click. Okay. So it looks like we've got quite a lot of travel. Got quite a lot of kids as well. Let's go down a bit because I didn't actually see any kids. Classics. What about drama? We've not really got a lot of drama. There we go. Let's see how that does. Day 2. Did you notice you can look around a location? Click and drag to move your view. You can interact with things. Aha! Oh, that's cute. Right. Anything else? Seems like the telescope is out of order right now. Let's check back later. Let's open up. Come on up, everybody. Hello. You look like a fine man. Very colour coordinated. Ah, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town centre. If I call her up and get you to give you a parking space, you could get a few visitors. Good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sort of things. Well, thank you very much, Tilda. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberty as soon as you can. Ooh, that looks like a pretty place. Okay. Oh, and while you're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. Lovely. Ahoy, matey. Introduce yourself to Walt the sailor. Okay. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organised diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? Very kind of you. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. Amazing. Open at any time to check on your progress. Here you can track with genres you have sold the most or useful adjusting your selection. This is the total number of books you sold here. Check back for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds little postage stamps to mark your moments in Bookstonbury. That's cute. You'll collect these stamps as you make contributions around the town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. Hover over the stamp for more information. Okay. Click on the bookmarks. Quickly navigate between the different chapters of the journal. Awesome. We'll meet quite a few people. All the equipped items. Daily expenses. Events. Gosh. This is really quite detailed. Let's go meet Walt. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I've some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it is to your liking. Reminds me of a typical Devonshire guys. Devonshire men. Vintage globe. Square buoy. Lobster buoy. Not got any money for that, I'm afraid, Walt. My friend tells me you got some decent cargo on board too. They've been specially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Awesome. Game on. Ho ho, I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. Okay. Oh, hey. What are you doing here? I work here? However, correspondent, the paper said that today is going to be the hottest day of the year, so I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh. I'm sorry, I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. Sorry. Fern. Don't worry about it, mate. Sorry, here I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. Oh, lovely. Visit the beach. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd will need some of your reading material. Lovely. How are we going? So... The coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. Read on. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals native to the local bay. You recognise a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. Their delicate tentacles are used to catch prey such as plankton, but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has a characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitats. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest in. Lastly, there is a group of small grey acorn barnacles, pictured, shown to look different above and below the water surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shells of small arthropods? An acorn barnacle legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. Fascinating creatures. It feels like you have gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. I do love living by the coast. It's not quite as quaint as this where I am, but still, it's pretty lovely. I think this is our last customer. Yeah. Lovely. Looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them, although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. But be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. Let's get some more valuable books. Lovely. And I think that'll be it for now. Let's customize. Let's look around a bit. Shall we go to Cafe Liberty? Or we'll customize our bookstore. Let's stick that on. We're looking very coastal, aren't we? Ooh. That's pretty cool. Far Beach or Cafe Liberty? Let's go to Far Beach. Right. So I'm thinking that there's going to be some kids at the beach. Oh yeah. Classics. Travel. Fact. Drama. Let's stick some more in there. Crime. Looks like crime sells quite well. Yeah. Let's sell some stuff in Far Beach. Hot summer's day, surely it will be a great spot. Such as the weather, visitors, or special states. You can also read up what something does by looking at the tooltips. Looks like we have a little child coming. Harper. Excuse me, could I get a book, please? Listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they are looking for. Hi, can I get a book? I tend to lean a little more towards non-fiction. If there's animals, that's a plus. I'm a fan of books like Catching Carps. Okay. Pay attention to how certain parts of their requests are worded. Some things can be operational, while others are really important to your customer. People also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure you put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might also be harder to fulfill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books on your shelf are a good fit for your customers. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Now let's look for a book that might pique their interest. Click to inspect the book. Okay, so non-fiction, animals, a fan of books like Catching Carps. I don't think it's this one. Once you found, try recommending it to them. Could be that one. What about that? Yeah! Oh, cute! The new Encyclopedia of British, European and African Birds. I'm glad you like it. Yep. This is Encyclopedia of British, European and African Birds is exactly what I was looking for. Thanks for letting me read here. My name is Harper, by the way. I'm going to be back soon, okay? Bye. Wow, your customer just became inspired. Oh wow, so inspired customers. Whenever you're successfully recommended a book, all your customers become inspired to pick up a book for a short time. While active, 50% of all book sales chance increase. Oh, cool. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book and increases the sale chances across all genres for a short while. Amazing. Who's next? Are we allowed to? Can't go any further that way. Oh. It's about... Oh, a skull. Oh, made of plastic. Is there a dark side to this game? Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they're looking for. Where are the best sellers? Click the bubble to help them. They won't wait forever. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I want something in a historical setting. Also, I hate when books just end. Give me a series. Okay. Maybe you notice that some books can show up across different genres. This doesn't impact how a customer perceives the book, but you can use it to recommend books in a genre where your customers might not have been looking. Okay. So, they love history, historical setting. They just don't want it to end. What about that one? Russian novel. It's a classic. Ooh, Better luck next time. Wrong one. I haven't really got any books that she really wanted. I'll see you another time. Oh, what do I recommend? Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I enjoy my books light and entertaining, and it wouldn't hurt if it had a thrilling, gripping plot. I'm a fan of books like The Dry. So, Weston game, 16 heirs must pair up to solve the mystery of eccentric millionaire Sam Weston's last will and testament, all to win his vast fortune. Light. That's not very light. Maybe that one. A week on an Uber luxury yacht? Yes, please. Travel journalist Low witnesses a woman thrown overboard. But, frustratingly, no one believes she's telling the truth. It's a suspenseful thriller with a cast of characters that rivals Agatha Christie. Maybe. Claire has some digital marketing experience, so when he's hired on a night shift at Mr. Pen Numbers, he puzzled about why it's still in business. Most customers only borrow books from the highest shelves in store. A fantastical quest story set in San Francisco's bookstore. Sherlock Holmes and his partner, Dr. Watson, the pair take out the old magnifying glass and solve a murder case in Victorian London. Maybe this one? I never would have looked there. A thriller. I'm going to be glued to the pages. Oh, good. Glad you like it. And we're done for another day. Off we go. Saturday market, bigger than ever. Organisers expect record turnout thanks to perfect weather conditions. At our town's ongoing flea market in time, weekend visitors can once again browse, haggle and buy to their heart's content. Stores will offer a variety of vintage clothing, artworks, plants, homewares, records and more. But whether visitors will get a fresh selection of books remains to be seen. Staff tip: turning up between 9 and 11 will guarantee the best bargains. Okay, so it looks like that's where we're going tomorrow. But we need to make sure that we have some money. How-to books. That would be pretty cool, actually. We haven't got any, really, how-to books. Yeah. Should we add... There we go. We'll increase our chances of selling a crime book. Okay. Let's go to the cafe. This is a cute little area. Little seagull sleeping. So let's meet Tilda. There she is. Hi there. How do you do? There you are. Seems like Mariam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into that wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. Okay. I owe you, and I'll make sure there'll be lots and lots of customers in it for you. Oh, another crime book. Great selection, dear. Oh, she's got a classic book too. There we go. Oh, lovely. Hello, dear. I'm looking for a piece of classic literature. I need a book with a high page count. 289. 244. 327. Probably this one. I never have. I'd looked there. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn have been on my to be read practically since it was released. Okay, maybe not that long, but like a while. I've never read it myself. I'm not really into classics. I'm more into crime, romantasy, fantasy, horrors. Do you like a fantasy book? A friend recommended Blue Highways. Oh, Fern's back. Need something for an essay. I want something in a historical setting. Something poetic would be nice. I'm on a deadline. French artist. The World of Encyclopedia of Trees, Book of Yokai, Japanese Folklore, Gothic Cookbook, Tempest, Historical Medieval Carpentry. Unconventional, but I like it. That deals with the past. Gosh, we're selling quite a bit here today. Phantom of the Opera, what a find. Okay, Fern, let's give you a helping hand. Hello, I'm here in research. I mostly like sci-fi because of the planets and the aliens. The longer the book, the better. I really enjoyed Anafia. The darker side of magic? He likes sci-fi. Ah, June. Yes, that is definitely the book for him. Gosh, we're running out of books. Got no more crime. Only one left of classics. 2 on kids, 2 on travel, 3 on fantasy. Not many drama. That was a good sell. So, tomorrow is the flea market. store in town centre sits empty. Former bookshop cleared out after Sankland's retirement. Many of our readers will have fond memories of the book handle of an anti-clavariat at 4 Cyril Plaza, where Tilda Sankland doors were always open to comfort you with the perfect book. While the 76-year-old has been happily retired for a few years now, it still feels like the end of an era to see these doors come to their final close. Can Buxtonbury's new mobile bookshop follow in her impressive footsteps? And what will happen to this prime spot at Cyril Plaza? Looks like I'm going to be the main person for books now. Heart-pounding mysteries. That should be good. We need some more crime. And we might need to leave it there because we need money to actually go anywhere. Did we collect anything more? No. Okay. Where is the weekly flea market? Have Tilda's stuff equipped at the weekly flea market? Yeah. Where is it? Does it say where it is? Is it in the town centre? Let's go back to the town centre. We need some... There we go, and we need some classics. And we need some kids. And some travel. And a bit more fantasy. There we go. We did pretty well here, so we got all of Tilda's stuff still. Let's see how it goes. Anything more to pick up? You've got very funky hair. Sinclair Lewis's style is interesting. I remember Antony and Cleopatra. Okay. Dreadful weather. I will rage if none of the characters kiss. I'm looking for a new hobby, and also I enjoy literary fiction novels. Freshly married to a rich manor lord at her new home, expectations of a carefree married life are shattered when questions about Rebecca, the late lady of the house, arise. Maybe that? Maybe? I never would have looked there. I love romanticising my life. That was a good guess. Doing pretty well. Ah, you must be that person Tilda has told me about. Oh, it's the lady from the cafe. Marianne. Our customers would surely appreciate more classic books. What a shame, you should make sure you're a bit more prepared next time. I am Marianne de Bois. Welcome to my cafe, the Liberty. You should know, it has been family owned for about 200 years now. Throughout the years, the Liberty has hosted our history's greatest minds. From writers to revolutionaries, they all met right here. But surely you have done your own research onto this town already. Either way, I have to get back to my customers. Goodbye. She's difficult. See how that goes. Perfect weather for a new book, eh? I'm not leaving without a fresh, young adult book, and I want yearning and blushing, please. But kids books aren't usually for me. Charlotte's Web, no. The Magic City. Thumbelina. Yarning and blushing. Maybe she doesn't mean... Maybe? Don't know. Oh, it still needs to be young adults. Well, I didn't really have it. I'm stuck on research. What's up? I'm looking for possible holiday destinations. I really enjoyed pictures from Italy. Okay. I haven't really got many. What about that one? Oh, I didn't think much of the cover, but Happily Ever After Cookbook is giving me wanderlust. Oh, good. Good afternoon. Oh dear, you know you don't have to bring those boxes with you everywhere, don't you? It's perfectly fine to leave them in storage until Saturday. I only need them at the flea market, but thank you for being so considerate. I appreciate the gesture. Well, where else am I going to put them, Tilda? I think I did pretty well today. Let's go. Iconic cafe celebrates 200 years. City awards owner with touching tribute. The family-owned coffee shop has thanked customers and staff in a small anniversary celebration this week. Cafe Liberty, a mainstay of our town centre, has been serving the city for 200 years, since its foundation in the early 1800s. It quickly became one of the city's most iconic spots, drawing in creatives and revolutionaries alike. Attending city officials and prominent townsfolk commended owner Marianne de Bois for her efforts in preserving Bookstore's history with touching speeches. Lovely, okay. Nightmare Fuel. Seeing as they're quite cheap, we'll get them. So we need to visit the flea market. Okay, there's the flea market. So I'm going to leave that there for today. I hope you've enjoyed the last hour of Tiny Bookshop. Let me know in the comments what your favourite book is, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.